Today I'm going to go over something about drills. Everyone's always on about the bigger, the best, the strongest, the fastest, stuff like that. And I'm just going to give a little bit more truth and a little bit more fact to some of this stuff. Yes, it's awesome having the biggest, most powerfulest drill out there, the strongest thing in the world and stuff like that. But is it really needed all the time? No, it's not. And this is also going to explain to you why I am a firm believer in modern subcompact drills, and why in the construction industry, including Havoc and electrical work, and from commercial, residential, industrial construction, and for homeowners and DIYs, a subcompact is going to be one of the best options that you have and that you will have. And I believe that the subcompact literally has the ability to replace the impact driver out of the toolbox. Like that's the thing. The drill is one of the most versatile tools in the world. Everyone uses the impact because it's compact, it's safe, and it's easy to use, and it's very convenient. But it is slower in a lot of cases. And it has its issues, it has its problems. They're noisy as hell and that. But yeah, they're a great tool. I'm not saying don't own one. They come in handy. But the drill should be the first tool that you buy. When you're buying power tools, a drill is the first one that you should purchase, because it is going to be the most versatile tool that you own and will ever own. But do you need to buy the biggest, most powerfulest drill out there? No, you don't. Do you need to have a monstrous drill? No, you don't. A little compact, be it Milwaukee, DeWalt, Flex, Metabo HTP, like any company that's making one of these little subcompacts, Bosch and that, these drills are going to be a mainstream. Right before me are the most common fasteners, drill bit sizes that you're going to use in the construction industry and carpentry industry. Okay, these are the most common sizes that you're going to run into and that you're going to use. And this is going to give you an example of how versatile. Now, I do not have any new modern compact. I have my old Gen 1 Metabo subcompact with 4 amp hour battery, and I love this thing. You can pick this thing up on sale for like $59 to $69. You get a battery and a charger. Then you can buy the 4 amp hour batteries for this thing for $54 each. So for under $200, you can get a total of 4 batteries, a good drill, and a charger that's compact and light. But I'm going to go over these fasteners and show you why even this older Gen 1, not the most powerfulest drill in the world, it's pretty robust, half-inch chuck, which is impressive for a compact drill of its era. But this little guy here is more than needed for a lot of the jobs out there. 95% of the jobs within the construction industry, be it from DIY to professional, commercial, industrial, residential, this is primarily should be your main go-to drill. Is the compact. It's small, it's lightweight, it's versatile. It should be in your toolbox. The only time that you should have to pull out the big drill is when you got to drive fasteners like this. But that's the 5% of the time. Very rarely are we actually ever driving fasteners like this. And when we do, we're doing pilot holes and that, and doing smart. But we very rarely ever work with stuff like this. We work with these things here, these kind of fasteners here. So let us begin with drilling. Okay, a lot of cabinet makers, you're never going to go over a 1-inch Forstner bit. Okay, so we'll load up the Forstner bit here. I'm doing this all with one hand because I don't have a camera guy and I don't have a tripod, and I'm using my Samsung phone. But okay, so here's our 1-inch Forstner bit, and you're going into some hardwoods and stuff like that with it. But we're in speed 2, full battery. Look at at that. More than capable of doing that. And then, well, the most common, one of the more larger sizes that we use, unless you're doing lights and stuff like that, is a 3-inch hole saw. Most of the time we do not go over a 3-inch hole saw. That's why I'm glad this thing has a 1/2-inch chuck, because it holds my collet. So tighten her in, 3-inch hole saw. Oh. Ah. And there you go. It cut out there for me a little bit there because I bound, and yeah, this thing will actually cut out when it binds. But it went through the 3/4 inch stock perfectly fine. That's most of the time we're just going through plywood with these things. We're not going through 2x4s and stuff like that with that very much. And for stuff like that, you're going to use a bigger drill. But for the majority of stuff, you're going to do that. Now let's go over some fasteners here. We've got the 2-inch, 3-inch, and 4-inch, like deck screw and construction screw. So let us start with the little guys here. Come on. So fun doing this stuff with one hand. Anyways, here we go. Old, really old growth fir. Really old growth fir. 2-inch screw. Done. Okay. 3-inch screw. And these are number 8s. Perfect. Did it. No problem. Okay, let's go up to the 4-inch number 10. Okay. Let's see if she'll drive the 4-inch number 10 in speed high. Get in there. Come on, get in the hole. Oh, I think I got a bad screw. Anyways, let's try this. I think I got a bad screw. Yeah, that one's not shallow. This is what I hate about bulk screws. Well, even though it's a bad screw that's not fully dished, it still drives it. Okay, so let's get her out. I should find another one. But anyways, so yeah, it is capable of driving these. So, and it's more than fast enough. More than fast enough. This is old. This is old. So think about the new ones. The new Milwaukee. 3 to 4 times more powerful this thing. The Flex more powerful than this thing. The DeWalt more powerful than this thing. This old thing is doing these. This little tiny archaic like almost 6-year-old drill is doing this. Now, for the most part, you're never really going to go through a full 2x4 or anything unless you're doing electrical with a 1-inch spade. You're just going to be doing a countersink or a recess with a 1-inch spade. So, once again, I'm going to have it in speed low. I'm going to engage the clutch a little bit, so that way it doesn't bind out. And we're going to see if it can do a countersink bore. Oh, wow. And that didn't take long. That did not take long. That was actually, I literally went about 2 inches deep in that. That didn't take that long, and that was in speed high. Like, that was more than fast enough. More than fast enough. Now we've got some industrial fasteners here. Let's go through the industrial fasteners. Let me get my bit chucked in. Let's go with the 6-inch. See if she'll drive a 6-inch. And how long it takes her. Oh, look at that. Did the 6-inch, speed 2. Well, I mean, speed 1. More than fast enough. That was more than fast enough. Didn't have to go lightning fast. It didn't have to go lightning speed. Now, yeah, it's nice to go faster. But I'm using an old drill here. And remember, the new drills are 2 to 3 times more powerful than this tiny little thing. Like 2 to 3 times more powerful. I'm using a very weak compact drill for this stuff. So look at that. Cut out right there. I'm going through 2 layers of this stuff, okay? But it did it. And it didn't take that long. It honestly didn't take that long to do it. Okay? So now we got some lag bolts. When you're doing lag bolts, you're never going to drive them in. You're going to do a pilot hole. Whenever you're working with a lag bolt, doesn't matter how big the size is, you're always going to do a pilot hole. Oh, I put that back at speed high. So there's my pilot hole for this one. Okay, so I'll get that on in there. Lined up. Good. And I'll do my pilot hole for my 5/8. So let's go. We get the pilot hole for that one. Okay, here's my pilot hole for that one. There's the hole where that bastard went through into that one, and that's older growth fir. And that one straight through. This little guy here did it in a decent amount of time with decent speed. I'm not complaining. I am not complaining. Okay, I'm not complaining about that. And just think, a new modern compact 3 to 4 times. It's going to be more than enough to do 95% of everything that you do. Like, seriously. Okay, so let's get that one. Now we got pilot hole in there. We'll leave it in speed high and see how well she does, okay? Okay, now we're going to go into speed 2. It did it. It did it. Let's go up to the 7/16 now. And here we go. Get that chucked in. And let's see if she'll do it. And yes, it did it. And more than enough speed. The lag bolts, you're always going to pilot hole. The big things you don't need to, but still saw it. Drove it in low. I was able to control it one-handed without breaking my wrist. And the new ones have anti-kickback. Like, that's the thing. The new subcompacts have anti-kickback. 2 to 4 times more power than this thing does. And well, this thing's just a great deal. If you can get one of these on sale for $59 and pick up a couple of these 4-amp hours for the $54 each, you're not going to go wrong. It's a great tool. It's on clearance everywhere, and it's worth having because it's a small little drill, but it's not the best. It's not the best. It's not the fastest. It's not the craziest, but it got everything done here in a good amount of time, and it got it all done. It drilled all the holes that we needed to. It did the holes, so it did everything that we needed it to do in good time. And it's light, it's small, it's compact. So if you're out there looking for your first ever drill, or you're looking to get a new drill, go to the compacts, the subcompacts and compact drills. They've got way more than enough power to do 95 to 98% of everything you're going to ever do within the construction trade, even electrical and havoc and automotive. These drills are going to do 95 to 98% of everything you need them to do. They're lighter, they're smaller, they're robust. The new ones have great safety features, so many great features, it's not funny. And they're nice, and they fit in your tool pouch really nice, really good. They're comfortable. Like, subcompacts are the way to go nowadays. To me, they are more versatile than a full-size, full-on monster behemoth drill. Like, yeah, the big drill has like thousands of inch-pound torque and stuff like that. But you're never really ever going to use it, to be honest, in the trades and the industries. You're not. Like, I'm playing around with a small, little tiny one. The new ones are go-to have. So if you're out there looking for a new drill, what you're going to want to go for is a compact or subcompact. Start with that. It's going to take care of you for a long, long time. Anyways, there you go. There's my insanity for the week. Catch you all on the flip side. And enjoy your weekend.